So I had that business. I was in school full time, also had 2 kids and pregnant as well. And being a wife, running the house, just doing all of that. So everybody was like, how are you able to do all of that? And I still had a 4.0 GPA.
Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of the Business Talk Library, and today I have a guest on that I think has a very, very, very necessary business where she focuses on helping moms figure out that balance between business and life, and I think that is a noteworthy mission, so definitely welcome to the show. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about your background and introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, so my name is Dr. Trenese McNealy, and my background is project management. I am the director of a nonprofit organization, director of programs and grants for the organization. And I've been doing projects and programs for over 10 years. So recently I decided to launch my own LLC, Dr. Trenese McNealy LLC, which focuses on providing mothers with program and project management strategies just to have a healthy work-life balance. So just taking some of the strategies that I've used throughout my career and from my past experiences, and just wanted to share all of that information with mothers. So that's really pretty much about Dr. Trenese L. McNealy LLC. I recently launched that company. And underneath it, I do have my book that I wrote back in 2018. It's called Mommy's Goals versus Reality, Managing Schoolwork and Family. So with this book, it just has all of the different strategies that moms can use to help balance everything that they're doing in their life. And the meaning behind this book is because after I completed my doctoral program, I had so many people coming up to me just asking me how was I able to do it all, because I was working full time. I also had my other business, Lachey's Designs, which is an online women boutique. So I had that business. I was in school full time, also had 2 kids and pregnant as well. And being a wife, running the house, just doing all of that. So everybody was like, how are you able to do all of that? And I still had a 4.0 GPA. So what I did, I put the strategies that helped me to be successful throughout those 4 years that I was in my doctoral program. I also interviewed about 25 to 30 other mothers as well who's going through the same situation, got their strategies and put it together in this book. So based off of this book, that's where Dr. Trenese L. McNealy LLC was born. After the book, I decided to do a luncheon. So it's a Mommies and Mimosas Mother's Day luncheon. And at that luncheon, I just wanted to have a place where mothers can just come together and just sit back, relax, and get empowered by other mothers, just hearing their stories. For this year, I was supposed to the luncheon for Mother's Day, but unfortunately, it was canceled due to the COVID pandemic that we have going on. Speaker for the luncheon was supposed to be Shamari DeVoe, and she was supposed to give her strategies about being a working mother and how have her successful strategies help her to continue her career and mom life. So we have postponed that event till 2021. So it's going to be on May 9th of 2021. So that's just some of the different activities that I'm doing under my LLC. And I also have another book that I'm working on now. It's called A Mother's Struggle to Success, where I'm interviewing different moms, and they're just telling their stories, how they struggle throughout motherhood to reach their goals. So they're just giving their stories, because once mothers get the opportunity to hear other mothers tell their stories and they can pull those strategies, it can help them to become successful.
Wow, wow. And for everyone that is listening and watching, now you understand why I was so impressed when I came across her profile. And that is a lot that you have going on. And like I said, and just finding those strategies to work through that all. So let's take a step back to when you were in your doctorate program. So what were the hours like for I guess, the hours you had to dedicate to getting that program completed?
Yeah, so it was long nights, early morning. So
Wow.
I'll wake up in the morning, say 6 o'clock, get the kids ready, take them to school, go to work, get back home by 7 o'clock, 7:30. Because Atlanta, I'm in Atlanta, so Atlanta traffic.
Wow.
So get home by 7:30 at night, getting them fed, homework done in the bed, and then being up late studying. So at nights, I would not go to bed till about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5. So I'm getting an hour of sleep and just doing it all over again.
Wow.
On the weekends, my weekends were spent studying. I did try to have that time with my kids on Fridays. We do like a fun Friday with the family where we'll have fun food and do different games and activities, watch movies, or go somewhere special for the kids so they can have that time. But pretty much Saturdays and Sundays were spent at the computer. I'm at the computer doing papers, working on my dissertation. That was done. I try to incorporate some time just to make sure I got the chores done, cook, and do all of that stuff. So it's just that time management. That's one of my strategies. You have to have proper time management to balance all of that. Your schedule, everything that you have planned, everything that you have going on in your life. So you have to have proper time management to balance all of that. So just to make sure you're able to get everything done. Because once you set aside all of your priorities that you have going on, and you can set aside those times to make sure you get everything done. Whatever you can't get done, it's not a priority. You need to get it off your plate. So that's why you have to have that proper time management.
Hmm. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about with your business. What are the products or the services that people can hire your business for?
So for Dr. Trenese McNealy LLC, one of the service is just, like I said, my book that I have, my upcoming book that I have coming out. People can purchase those books. My Mother's Day luncheon, unfortunately, I wasn't able to have my Mommies and Mimosas Mother's Day luncheon on this year, but my plan is to make it an annual event under my LLC. So that's just something I want people to always look forward to each year. They know Mother's Day, there's going to be a Mommies and Mimosas Mother's Day luncheon from Dr. Trenese McNealy. So that's going to be one of my signature events that I'm going to host annually. And for each event, like I said, I'm going to always have a celebrity speaker, and it's going to be a fun, engaging event for the mothers. So that's going to always be something that they're going to look forward to. And as I mentioned, for 2021, we will have Shamari DeVoe, who's going to be the celebrity keynote speaker and award recipient. And that's what we're going to always do at the event. We're going to always have we're going to always honor our speaker who has been the Mother of the Year, and we're going to always honor a mother at the event as well. Do like a best dress contest. So it's just going to be a fun, engaging signature event that mothers will always look forward to. So those are some of the things that I have for my LLC.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, where can people find a copy of the book, or what do they need to search for to find the copy?
Yeah, so you can either go to my website, www.drtrenesemcnealy.com. And I also have it on my banner. I'm not sure if everyone can see that, but it's located in all major online book retailers. So it's at barnesandnobles.com, Books A Million, Amazon, Walmart.com. So all of the major book retailers. If you don't want to go to my website, you can go to those venues to purchase a copy of the book.
Okay, awesome. Now, one of the things questions that kind of stood out to me, or I guess that came to mind as you were talking through all of the different things that you were managing, is how on earth did you keep your peace of mind through all of that? Because that sounds like a lot.
Yes, do prayer. Every day, waking up, praying, Lord, please give me strength to get through this day. Just praying, staying in my word with God, and that's how I'm able to continue to move forward and to just continue to be blessed through my businesses.
Okay, okay. So now, before we wrap up, one of the things that I like to ask every guest that comes on is, in the process of, building this LLC organization and just writing the books, what are, two things that you've learned, whether that's about yourself or whether that's about business or just how to manage it all? Like, what are two things that you've learned that you like to share?
Two things that I've learned about myself is that I am a very patient person. As you can see with everything that I have going on, I'm very patient. I don't let things stress me out. I can take on a lot because not only am I doing what I'm doing for my business, I also have my full-time work as well. So I can take on a lot of stuff and not be stressed out because stress is a killer and I'm not going to let it kill me. So just I learned how to prioritize my time, take things one day at a time. You can't put so much on your plate. You're going to try to constantly put things on your plate. And if you don't get it done, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just prioritize your time and get it done. So that's just what I live by. And that's just what I've learned, just to be patient and just learn how to prioritize everything that I have going on so I'm not stressed out.
Okay, awesome. And I'll also ask, when it came down to writing the book, what was something that you learned about, like whether it was the publishing or just getting your thoughts out? What was that experience like?
That experience is just making sure I write every day. Because you're going to, once you get started with writing, sometimes you may feel that you don't know how to get started, but you just have to get started. Just sit at the computer. I sat there and the thoughts it started coming to me. So every day I tried to write, and that's how you'll get done with your book. Just sit there and just think back. Think back on what you're really trying to write, what you're trying to get, your message that you're trying to get out there, and just think on that, and the words will come to you, and you'll start writing it and getting it done.
Awesome, awesome. Now, before we wrap up, is there any other tips or advice you would like to give to mommies other than go buy her book? We'll definitely include the link so you can get a copy of the book and you can see all of the tips and the ideas that she shares. But is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
I do want to mention that I recently co-authored a book. It's the Glambitious Guide to Being a Mompreneur. So for all the moms out there who's trying to become that entrepreneur, it just gives the different strategies to awaken the winner in them. So that's the topic. There's different authors in that book just talking about their various topics, but my topic is awakening the winner within. So that is an ebook. You can also go to my website to download a copy of that book. And then also I have on my t-shirt, hashtag career goals. I'm that mom. So just for all the moms who just want to just show the world that they're representing their careers. They're not just a mom. They do have that career in mind, and that nothing is going to stop them. They're doing it for not only themselves, but they're doing it for their kids. So this shirt is actually for my other business, Lachey's Designs Boutique. That's the boutique I mentioned earlier. It's an online retail store where I sell women apparel for $39.99 or less. So moms can get a copy, can purchase this t-shirt as well.
Okay. And since you mentioned the other book, I have to ask this question. What were some of the challenges that, or I guess say the most common challenges that you saw that moms were having when they were trying to be a mom, plus, everything else in life, plus grow their career or become an entrepreneur? What was some of like the common challenges you saw?
Just trying to balance it all. A lot of moms just don't know how to balance everything that's going on. Some of the moms just feel that they're not going to be able to accomplish their goals. They do have businesses that they want to get started, but sometimes they feel that it's hard and that they're not going to be able to do it. But my message is just do it. You don't want to give up on your dream because you feel that you're not going to be able to do something because you're a mom. You may fail at it, but that's fine. We all fail, and failing is just a lesson learned. And that's one thing that I talk about in my book, just the lessons learned from the different experience that I've had in my life and other mothers they had in their life. So it's always a lesson learned. You fail at something, you learn from it, you get back up and you do it again.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing the wisdom and the insight, and we'll definitely share the links to those books. Now, you said you're working on another one. When does that second one come out?
Yeah, so hopefully I'm aiming to have it out by the end of this year. I'm
Okay.
still in the process of trying to get more mothers for that book. Like I said, I want mothers just to tell their success stories at how the struggles did not defeat them. They were still able to become successful in life. So any mothers out there, if you're looking to share your story, you can contact me. Just contact me on my website. I do have my email address, everything there. So just contact me, let me know, and I'll get your story so I can try to hopefully have the book completed by the end of this year.
Okay, so we will keep an eye out for that, Dr. McNealy, and thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for tuning in to the Business Talk Library. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to click the subscribe button and follow us on all social media platforms as the Business Talk Library.